they're still learning. They're young. Got to train them. Uh, could be why I'm having some allergic reactions though with all the animal fur that's in this house now. Like, I gotta vacuum some more. But yeah, so Cove, shout out to the Cove for giving my son that experience. We did pick up a couple bottles for home. We actually gave Brandon the Cove Makers bottle.
Oh, that's a good. But I still have a little bit of it left. A little bit of
Yeah,
it
so
left.
he has. We sent him home with that one, and then we picked up another Weller, a Buffalo Trace, and a Old Forester. It was a pretty expensive bill that weekend.
I'm sure it was. Those are
It was fucking
those are
yeah.
all pricey. Those are not well.
Price drink, yeah, no, no,
No.
no, 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 nay, nay. So it did allow me though to finish the other one. So I get to finish the Weller, and then I get to finish the Old Forester. Since we didn't keep the other makers, I'm trying to hold on to the makers. But yeah, no, it was a good weekend. Um, just proud father type thing.
Yeah.
He's back in school. He's doing his clinicals, so just being a proud dad. Daughter's doing well. But yeah,
Well, I'm going to tell you something that you're probably not going to be proud about, and that is I forgot to hit the video record portion of the show. It's been a minute, guys. So we got the audio for sure. So guys, and this is even better. So if you're watching on the video, there's an extra 5 minutes of what we talked about, of what we drank, what we're drinking on the audio portion. So make sure to log on to drinkstowardsby.com, click the streaming platforms, and click the subscribe button. But as we all know, everybody kind of listens to the show anyway. So um,
yeah. I would say that it probably works out better. They're like watching on YouTube, going, "Oh, this is so much better,
yeah,
so much nicer." I don't have to see them.
yeah,
Now I get to visualize.
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. That's my boy.
Yeah. Well, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done this. So, and you know what? That's what I always find about like the new year. Especially like I take off like tons of time off. I take about two. I take 2 weeks from my personal life and about 4 weeks from my like podcasting and all that other stuff. And so it comes out to a month that I'm just kind of like just I get to not necessarily be myself, but I just get to live and not worry about interviews for musicians or anything like that. All my other things that I do. And so getting back into 2024 is like, what did I do? What like how do I do this again? So this is just a testament of kind of just um, uh, getting back into your own personal matrix, if you will.
Yeah, I get it.
Are you like that?
Totally
Do
get
you,
it.
do you do you take like I don't know if you take vacation or anything like that, but like do you have a hard time jumping back into your kind of matrix yourself?
I don't take. We don't take vacations, and it might be even harder this year because I really, actually, really wanted to take a vacation this year for our birthday anniversary, and I was trying to plan on Fiji, but I don't know. With this many animals, it's gonna be difficult to try to find somebody to watch every animal. Uh, I have to call my son. Hey, you want to come? I'll sit. Uh, so, but I get it because I have big lulls between jobs. So um, I've been home for the last 2.5 weeks, and then on Monday I leave for Orlando, and then straight from Orlando I go straight to Vegas. So
For the Super Bowl, right?
yeah, so I go Pro Bowl, Super Bowl. So that's and then after that I have a lull for like a couple weeks, if not a month. So it's just like the hard part is the lulls because then I'm lazy and I'm not moving around. And by the time I start the first couple of days of a new show, I'm like, I can get my legs back under me. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I have to walk 10 to 12, 15 miles a day. I'm always on my feet. So I got to get myself back into that type of feelings and and exercise. I wanted to exercise more, but I started for a couple days and then was like, oh, we have dogs. And I was like, oh, I have no free time. Like I have no peace. Like she's getting ready for work, and like I have two dogs next to me, and then the cat is feeling like no love. So now he's on the
Right.
armrest. So now I have a cat here, which I'm allergic to, and two dogs right here, and I'm just like, no peace. Right now, I'm just like, if I'm not on the couch, they're on the couch right now, so it's like, But if I'm there, they're like, give me love, and I'm like, I only have so much. Uh, so excited for the animals. I'm so excited for my trips.
Yeah. To get away.
Yeah. Oh, I miss them.
Yeah, you know what?
No,
It's
I do.
yeah, it's so funny they should mention exercise because I finally finished my physical therapy in the like right when I went on vacation. That's when my physical therapy ended, and I'm like, man, I need to go back into the water. I need to go back swimming, and I found a place right by me, and I've been wanting to go, so I finally went to go check it out, and it's $88 for 30 swims, and so I was like, okay, that's very reasonable. That comes out to like $3 a swim. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. And I went,
What's considered a swim though?
oh, like a visit.
Okay, okay. I was like, you get two laps.
Yeah. And I went, I checked it out. They let me walk around and stuff like that, and just kind of scope out the area and stuff. Really cool. Really, this place was open. It's like Charles the Third swimming complex or sports complex, and it's on Obama Drive and or Obama Boulevard or something like that here in Los Angeles. And it's a really old facility, but they like totally jazzed it up, and it's really nice. But I go like, okay, I'm ready to pay for my card to get my 30 swims. They're like, oh, the person that takes the money isn't here, and I'm like, you can't do it, like. So there's been all these little like steps in like me trying to do this, but there's all these hurdles in the way. And not only that, but they're only open from 6 to 9 Monday through Friday in the morning, and then from 3 to 6 um uh, at night, and then they pause for an hour. I don't know why. Maybe they're treating the pool or something like that. And then from like 7 to 9, at night. So they have all these kind of like weird hours. And I've been waking up on Fridays super late, like at 8:20, 8:30, and I'm like, like I can't make it.
Yeah.
So but I know once I start getting back into that rhythm, I'll be like, okay, but it's just that first initial step of me going and getting into the kind of that's always elusive for me. And but once I get into it, I get into it. But I decided to treat myself. I found a new burger spot because I've been looking for one around here in Inglewood, and it's called Stormburger. I don't know if I've talked to you about this or not.
No, but I saw you post a picture of Storm.
Yes, and it sounds. I'm like, this is the most stupidest name for a restaurant, for a burger place to eat. And then I eat the burger. I'm like, I don't care what their name is. It's
Yeah.
delicious. There's a storm of brewing in my mouth.
Hopefully it's not brewing later in your belly.
Oh no, it's man, and you know what? This is what I enjoy about them is they they don't mess around. It's just burgers, fries, onion rings. Like that's it. Really and shakes. Really simple menu. They're not trying to, just expand or anything like that. Very in and out. And the burgers are huge. And when I was eating it, I was like, oh, I should take a picture of this. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I was done. I was like, oh no.
So wait. Now I judge burger places on toppings. So especially since it's not a very simple menu, what extra toppings can you add to this?
You can add an egg to it, which
Already
is,
win
yeah,
there. That means there's bacon.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
there's definitely bacon that you can add, and it's that's about it. They got a bunch of sauces. They have their special sauce. They have an apricot sauce that I was like, yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, it's delicious. It's good, and and it's about a mile and a half away from me. So,
Nice.
but
It's
when I
walkable.
yeah,
So
totally
that way you can
walkable.
walk it off on the way back. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh man, I was like, I was gonna take it home, but I was like, I can't. I got to eat it right here, right now. Do you have a
Nice.
good like burger spot like around you?
Uh, no. I mean, I like Fat Burger. My wife and I
Mm,
either get a Fat Burger or a Burger I Am because it's not the usual fast food burger. Outside of that, I like the occasional mom and pop place like a Tom's Number Three or
yeah,
74. You know those places because you get like that like fake charred broiled burger. So that there's chances are that's an actual like, flame broiled. They actually have like a
yeah.
grill as opposed to going through an assembly line. So every now and then I like one of those burgers because if it's done well, it's like it's a good burger. They always give you like steak fries that are
Mm,
under seasoned, so you have to like add your own seasoning, but they're so good because they're like big steak fries.
yeah.
So, at least as far as like a random place like that, no, I haven't found one yet.
Are you looking though?
Uh, Not particularly. The wife and I have been trying to cook more. It's kind of like the thing for the years. We're trying to cook more. Last night I made a ribeye
Mm,
with we had some frozen sweet potatoes. So I cooked up the sweet potatoes, and then we had like that vacuum, like that fucking microwavable Brussels sprouts. So kind of like a nice meal, you know. Uh, Today I don't know if we're gonna cook. I don't know what I am gonna cook. I gotta look in the freezer and see what we have as options. Uh, but yeah, just trying to cook more. Me and her are trying to cook more. I made butter chicken on Monday, which didn't come out too well. Mind you, I feel that I'm a better cook than Monday. Monday did kind of let me down, but other than that, because you know why? You know what part of it was is cooking. It makes you crave other foods more. So it's like that burger, no matter what it is gonna be like really good.
yeah.
I'm not having it once a week. It's been like fucking 3 weeks since I had a burger. I kind of want a burger, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but now, I mean, I go to Orlando, so I get to try some new places in Orlando. Vegas is Vegas. It's just I'll be staying at the Rio,
Oh, I love
so
the
kind
Rio.
of
Yeah.
off. Yeah, I'll be off the strip. So we'll see. I don't have to deal with that hubbub, but it's also far away from anything else. So it's if I can find a store. Uh, does the Rio have its own fridge, or is it a mini bar? You know,
I know the Rio has its own buffet, and it's really good. I really enjoy their buffet.
I think they canceled that. I think they
What?
canceled the buffet. Yeah, the
You're gonna have
Rio's
to
like
report back.
I swear to you, I tell you right now, from the stories and shit that I've seen, I think the Rio is like on its last leg. I
Oh
mean,
man.
I'm not paying for it,
Right.
so I give two shits. Fucking
Right.
free stay in Vegas. But I think that's where they're gonna build the new A's stadium. They're gonna take that down, put the A's stadium there. I'm just saying, don't quote me. You know. So, but yeah. I mean, I that's part of why I like traveling is I get to try new places, different cuisines.
Yeah, you're
So
you're more open to different cuisines and stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm not open to it, but it's kind of tough for me. I'm not a big seafood person, and Nolans is known for their seafood. So, um, yeah, I'm like, ugh, I don't know if I could do that. So,
no, you get a gumbo. Gumbo is fucking this sausage and chicken or jambalaya is sausage and chicken. Gumbo has some seafood, but it's so like doesn't taste just like seafood type of thing.
yeah,
I mean, obviously you can stay within the charred broiled oysters.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a ceviche or something. You know,
Yeah,
just I,
ceviche is a very I can eat it, but from place to place, ceviche can range in so many different ways. So you just never know what you're gonna get with ceviche.
yeah. And once you find a good one, it's like I can only go to this one.
Yeah,
Everything else tastes bleh. It's a problem with getting food.
yeah,
So I don't know if you heard or saw one of our previous guests slash listeners, the Driscoll kid.
yeah, yeah,
So I just want to take a moment to my condolences to him and his family. His mother passed, so he's always been a very big advocate and just a really good guy. And I feel really bad for him. So
yeah.
shout out to the Driscoll kid.
Shout outs. Uh, oh,
Hold that
maybe
thought.
maybe that's him.
Yeah, hold that thought.
Yeah. Well, David goes and takes care of that. Um, I'll give a shout out to one of my buddies as well. Lost his mom, my buddy Abraham and Jose and Chole. They both as well lost their moms. So a lot of people have been losing people this year, and it's tough. It's tough to lose the people that you love. His mom was a great mom. We always talk Spanish, or might I say, she always spoke Spanish to me, and I try to talk Spanish. But knowing what I know now is that my Spanish is a lot better, and I wish I would have saw her just at least one more time, just so I can speak a little bit better Spanish with her, and I know she would be proud. So, yeah, that's kind of like my thought right there. Um,
Yeah, sometimes you just wish for more time, and sometimes you wish you could have better conversations with people.
right.
Uh, that is a thing that I want to do this year too. Kind of learn get better with my Spanish.
Yeah, it's luckily I have three people at work that speak Spanish, and so I'm just always just talking with them as much as I can, and getting my chops up. It's not the greatest, but it's way better than what I had. So um, that's
Here's something that I've also learned. Well, with Spanish is you can get a lot more stuff
yeah,
because the people like who clean hotels and work in hotels usually they only speak Spanish or very little English.
yeah,
So if you speak some of their language, they're much more receptive. And you're like, oh, I need that extra towel. As shitty as that, I know. I'm fine.
yeah,
Like your towel is like your towel, At least your
yeah.
bottle of water.
You know, if because I've been on this kind of a dry January kick, I've been watching, and maybe I could get some people to watch this, but it just came out on the Netflix, and it was a title that I was like, this is a weird title. It was called LouderMilk, and it's with Ron Livingston, who I absolutely love. And I was like, well, Ron Livingston is in this, and we're at that age where we look and see who's in a program or in a movie, and we're like, I like that person, I'm gonna give that a shot. So I had no idea what Loudermilk was, and I watched it, and I absolutely enjoy it. And it's about a recovering alcoholic, and he leads an AA meeting, and it's kind of like him with a bunch of like people that are all recovering alcoholics, and just kind of their AA stories and lives in the meeting. And he's a recovering alcoholic, and he's also a music critic. And so, like, he's talking about music every now and then, and it's really interesting. And those are kind of all like the little things in my life that I kind of like. I'm like, well, I'm dry right now, so I feel like I'm in AA, and I love music, and so and I love Ron Livingston, and I think you would enjoy it too, because like he's talking about. And this is I know you're not like that much of a coffee person or whatever, but he walks in, he lets this girl he opens the door for a girl. It's the first scene and kind of gives you an idea of who he is. He opens the door and then she walks into the coffee shop and then he like beats her to the coffee to the ordering area. And she's like, well, you let me in, so shouldn't I be first? He's like, no, I just let you in first, but I made it to the coffee before you. And
Yeah, like one, I let you in even though I was ahead of you. That doesn't mean you first. That means I'm just a gentleman. And then it should have been like tit for tat. You know that I'm here, and I beat you first. It's like, how do you just jump in and start ordering? And I've seen the preview to that where she just starts ordering a bunch of stuff. He's
yeah,
like, what are you doing?
it's like I'm just getting a black coffee.
Yeah, yeah. I'm quick. You're gonna take forever. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
So it's those little moments like that are in there that I'm just like that I can totally relate to. So it's dude, that like at the end of the season, one of the guys in the group, he falls off the rails, and it's sad. It's real sad to see that happen, and to know that that's like reality sometimes when you're dealing with recovery. And and it's weird because you're just like, man, these people have it so much worse than what I do. Like I'm just stopping for a month. These
Well,
people have,
that's AA, dude. Like when you go to AA, you're like, fuck. Oh my bad. Like you don't want to judge, but you're like, oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I get you.
And
Um,
and it's weird because it almost sounds like that reverse effect on you, where you're like, well, dude, I'm not that bad. Like, you know what I mean? And when shouldn't it just be the opposite, where it should be like, okay, this is where I could become. This is what I could be. So I can't. So it's very Ebenezer Scrooge. You know what I mean? Very. These are the coasts of drunken past. You'll be visited by three. You know what I mean?
oh man, that'd be a kind of funny skit. The three ghosts of drunken past, present, and future.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, when
And
he's
that's a fucking made for high school fucking video and shit.
yeah. But I think we all have gone through that where like at first drinking is like fun and you're just there just having a great time with your friends. I think that's the past. The present is kind of just like now you're just going there just to because you don't know where
Because you
else
have
to
nothing.
go, nothing to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. All your friends are there
Yeah,
now because you've been there so much that they're all your friends. And yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a bad skit,
I know. I know.
but
Now that I'm saying that
but
out loud.
let me see. LouderMilk. What did I just finish? I finished Reacher season 2.
Oh,
That's a good one.
oh, Reacher. Reacher don't fuck around, man.
It's a good series, right? It's a really good series.
It is.
Um,
I don't know.
he's like,
This season was kind of like, like my biggest thing was about this season, and if you guys haven't seen it, the first season, it's very very classic, Highway to Heaven. You know what I mean? He's just walking around, but the opposite.
what's his name? Michael Landon.
Yes, Michael Landon, like he's just walking the road, and he gets picked up, or maybe I should say Rambo. He just wants to be left alone,
Oh,
but
fucking Incredible Hulk walking on the road.
yeah, exactly.
Bling,
Just
bling,
wants to
bling.
be left alone, but all these things happen. You're just like, oh, he's like, I guess I gotta be a reacher and fucking fuck you up. You know what I mean? It's like, and he's not taking any shit. He's like, well, I can fuck you up, so let's just get the ass whoopings beginning. And
Yeah,
this
but I mean, this season gave you some little backstory, and you had to bring some other characters, and he brought
do
one of the
you
characters back.
did you
Yes, yes,
did you have to?
yes,
I don't know. I just
yes.
want Reacher just going around just messing people up. You know what I mean? I like that first scene in the second season where he's like, or he's at the ATM. He's like, are you being harmed? She's like, yes. He's like, wait here. And he just goes and he just boom. He just the entire window just
So yeah,
explodes. Like, oh my god, it's Reacher. Boom. And he just pulls the guy out. I'm like, oh my god, Reacher.
and you in your jacket, you just bought one. It's got
Yeah.
blood on it.
What that guy did, because like there was the movie Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise, and that was okay. You know,
I like them. I like them. Without that, there is no this.
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But I like this version of Reacher because it's just like, yes, you know what I mean? Like Tom Cruise can never be that buff. You know what I mean?
Because Tom Cruise is like fucking 5'4".
I,
If like, hey, Tom Cruise, how you doing?
well, for you, but me, I'm like, hey, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, hey, it's great. Yeah, but Reach is a good one. And then I also watched The Brother's Son on
Okay.
Netflix.
What's and
Yeah,
and how's that? I've heard some good things about that.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It had a nice mix of action and comedy, with a little bit of drama. I mean, the drama was like there, but it's funny because a lot of it takes place in Southern California, like literally like Alhambra and Rosemead and stuff.
No way.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like yeah, because this is where all the Asians hang out. Alhambra and Rosemead.
Yeah, I mean,
For those of us that know.
yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of cool. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. I mean, it's a good little binge watch for you on the weekend. It's got some action and some comedy, so I think that's a good one for you. Anything else? I know the new season of Rick and Morty came out. I'm gonna download that one and then just watch it on the plane as I'm flying. I have a 3 hour layover in Denver.
Jeez,
Yeah,
jeez.
but I have things that I want to watch, but I know I have to travel, so I'm not watching them now. I'm just gonna watch them when there's nothing else going on and I have to fucking be on a plane for several hours.
Yeah.
So it just kills the time.
You know what else kills time? Sports.
Sports. So now that we're here, Jim Harbaugh, that
So
piece of shit.
I knew we were going to talk about this, and it's and
If
they,
you're a Chargers fan and I hate Michigan, he's running before all the sanctions come. He's
yeah,
pulling
I
a
know.
Pete Carroll. He's pulling a
Yeah,
Pete Carroll.
I
Fuck that
know.
shit.
They're like, he's going to stay at Michigan. I'm like, guys, with everything that's going to happen, he's fucking leaving. There's no way he's going to stay.
He got suspended twice this season. He was
Yeah.
barely coaching.
Yes. And they still won.
They
That's how
still won.
that's how good of a coach he is.
Cheaters.
So yeah,
So
so
it's okay. It won't count.
yeah. Yeah, they'll just put an asterisk on it and everyone will be like, "Oh, well there's an asterisk." So,
Yeah.
um I've been having, every time we get a new coach, I go through the same cycle. Yes, we have a new coach. Okay, things are going to be different, and then the season begins and I'm like, "We suck again."
So you sound like a Browns fan.
Yeah, like what the fuck happened? But they they cleared house, and we're starting absolutely from scratch with a new GM who we still haven't found yet, and a new head coach. We're getting rid of our offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore, and I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm excited, but this again happens to me all the time with this team. So we'll see. For now, I get to be all smiles until the season begins, and then we'll go from there.
I mean, you still have a young, really good quarterback,
Yeah,
and that's a great base to start. I mean, if your receivers stay healthy, you have a nice receiving core. Outside of that, Joey Bosa. I mean,
not really. He's getting hurt all the time. So
yeah, he's hurt. Yeah. So it's gonna be it's a rebuilding year.
yeah,
Rebuilding year. Hey man, the Browns overachieved, so I'm super happy about that.
yeah.
Um,
I was gonna call you too, and when they were in the playoffs, but but I was like, oh wait, and then they lost, and I'm like, I'll call him tomorrow. And then I'm like, I should just not call him.
I mean, I was upset that they lost by so much, considering that their entire year was based on their defense and they got
Yeah.
smoked. But ultimately, we overachieved the entire year. I mean, we lost our star player in the second game of the season. We lost our fucking our starting QB. We lost three starting tackles. We bring in fucking semi-retired Joe Flacco to fucking just win everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's up with that? Um, Defense was solid, as healthy as they could be, and then that's just we did what we could. I mean, it was a good season considering everything that we went through. It was very fucking next man up type of thing.
Yeah. Do you think you guys are gonna keep Joe Flacco?
Um, He'd be a great backup because one, he already wins. Two, he knows the offense. Um, so he won't be the starter. I don't see him coming back and being like the number one guy, considering how much we paid Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
But
Although
shout out.
Deshaun Watson comes with his own set of problems, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the game that he went out with, like for the season, like he killed. He threw like
yeah.
300 yards, like 4 TDs. Like we're gonna win it, and it's like, oh, he's out for the season. Like, yeah, sounds that's very Browns, very Browns.
You know what? This season of football has been that. You know, who would have thought the Green Bay Packers would have gone so far as well? That was
And
unexpected.
they were like one drive away. Um, I mean, we knew the Cowboys were gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know,
That was,
they're Lutz's team.
yeah.
Should have been the best. Yeah, I mean, you look at Philadelphia. Philadelphia was in the Super Bowl. They like just ate shit last fucking couple games. Miami, they were starting off like the highest scoring offense ever, and like they took a shit.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't even win the fucking division.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of football.
Yeah.
It's already scripted. We know who was going to be in the Super Bowl.
Do we look? I've been hearing this more and more lately, where there's already a conspiracy theory that the colors that they release for the Super Bowl are the colors of the teams that are going to be in there. And I'm
So
just
that would be Baltimore and San Francisco.
yeah, or it could be Baltimore and the Chiefs. That's a joke, ladies
Possible.
and gentlemen. That's a joke.
That's imposible in Spanish. Imposible.
Yeah, already working on the Spanish. Um, I have a conspiracy that it has to be the Chiefs and the Lions, so we can have Eminem in one corner and then Taylor Swift in another, and that's just you can't make that beautiful thing up.
I would like to see the Lions just because the Lions,
Yeah, me too.
but they're they've gone through so much turmoil, and it makes me feel better about the Browns. Like the Browns can actually do this. If the Lions can do it, we can do it. So, but yeah, I'm hoping. I just want some good games, and I want a good Super Bowl. I don't want to see Baltimore win it, but I'm
Well, I don't
alright
want
if
to
the
see San
Niners win it.
Francisco in it. So
We're not even rooting for teams. We're just rooting. We're anti-rooting.
yeah.
um, no, we'll see. It'll be sad when the season's over, and then we have UFL after that.
Well, no, it's right. Is that what it's called now? Because those two conferences combined, much kind of like how the NFL started with two different conferences and then they
Yeah,
combined to create the AFC NFC. So
yeah.
I kind of like where this is going.
I mean, there's been some players who've come out of there, so it's a nice little uh, minor league of football. So no, it's you're not going to draw huge crowds, but it's a nice option, to continue watching because after NFL, I'm stuck. I got like soccer, and then you have baseball,
Yes.
and or your jersey that you're wearing, you have hockey.
Yeah.
Basketball is I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time watching basketball anymore. It's entertaining, but it's just like nobody plays defense.
Yeah.
Every game is like 100 plus to 100 plus. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah,
It's
you're
like
right.
it's like watching a fucking video game. It's like nobody plays defense. It's
Yeah,
like every game is now an all-star game.
yeah.
They're gonna have to fucking make the fucking the rims 12 feet or
That would be
expand the
cool.
court. Yeah, just to fucking remember Rock and Jock? I miss Rock
Yeah,
and Jock. When they had like the 50-point ones. We gotta bring that shit. That's what's gonna fucking in the future. That's what basketball's gonna be. It's just gonna be Rock and Jock. It's gonna be
yeah.
fucking 50-point shots and yeah, traveling everywhere.
Because we're talking about this, I was rolling around in Inglewood, and I just went by the Intuit Stadium, which is the new Clipper Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it is super close to where I live. Like I know it was close, but and that thing is massive. And I'm like, holy cow, this is gonna be insane. And it's right off a prairie, so that I'm just like, oh no, like there's
Yeah,
wind
it's like
every
what? It's like 2 blocks before SoFi, isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
It's close.
It's super close. And I don't know how to feel about that. Because I thought it was gonna be a little bit further. So I'm like, oh, but I'm like, oh man, the traffic is just gonna be stupid. But then I'm like, oh wait, but it's the Clippers. Who's gonna see the Clippers?
The Clippers are a good team.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, they've been. And you know what? You know what it is. I like their owner. Their owner is kind of like what's his name from the Mavericks.
Oh,
So some stuff.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah, you know he's into it. He's excited for sports. He's not just some old buddy duddy who's like, I have this is my money and this is like whatever money. Like I hate those. Like you want to be involved. Like you want to have fun. It's your team. You know. Like I hate those owners that are like just sit in the fucking back, like, whatever. It's like he's on the court side. He's excited. That's the one thing. The team whatsoever. I mean, you have all these stars and they can't win.
Yeah,
I think just James Harden is not somebody you need on your
yeah.
team.
But I just read an article that so when they were buying all the property around there to create this stadium, there was one old lady. She was like at the time 68. Now she's like 70 or something like that. And she held out. She's like, no. She's like, this is my property. I'm gonna keep it. And literally, her like house. There's only a wall that separates her and the stadium, and that's it. And she's like the only house like right there. Like, and I didn't know how to feel about that. I'm like, her property value must be skyrocketing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I live
Like her
right
kids are like, when she's dead, I'm selling.
exactly. We're selling that motherfucker. Yeah, and she has like two dogs, and that's it. And I'm just like, I'm like, look, being next to a stadium is not going to be fun for you. It's going to be loud.
No, yeah, the traffic, just dude. She can sell a parking spot for like $500.
Yeah. Well,
uh,
I was there. I don't know if you know this, but I have a mechanic who's a side piece mechanic. I have my main mechanic, but now I have a side piece. Got two mechanics now, David. Mechanics are hard to find, and when you have one,
yeah,
you stick with them. But now I have a side piece. I have an Inglewood
yeah.
side piece for just all the minor stuff that needs to get happen. But I have one for all the major stuff out there in West Covina. But so I was just there because my headlights went out. They needed new bulbs, and I was like, okay, I was like, I'll just have him do it. So, and that's when I drove by the thing, and so we were talking, and he's like, yeah, he's like, and his business is just right there too, and he's like, yeah, we sold for Super Bowl like $200 parking. Like what? He's like, yeah, like the Super Bowl's coming in 2027. He's like, yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'm like, hey, you have the stadium right here. He's like, yeah, we're gonna just sell parking. I'm like, man, you lucked out.
Yeah.
But now I'm like,
Well,
oh, I could park there if I want. Just walk.
there is that parking structure they built across the
Mhm.
street for a bit. So
Yeah.
that's big. Dude, I'm telling you, I if I ever get money, I'm not buying property. I'm just buying fucking parking lots.
Yeah,
That's where the money's at. There is so little fucking upkeep. Just fucking pay type. Here's a fucking machine. You got to pay for the spot. It's fucking easy money. Parking lots is the way to go.
yeah. You need like one or two people just to like walk around every now and then, just make sure it's not a fucking, because people are gonna throw their trash, so you need a
Yeah. I get that, but that's in hindsight. You're like you get one person to come through if once a day, fucking once a week, but you're selling what $10 a spot. You have 100 spots, $1,000. Fuck that.
yeah,
That's just easy fucking money.
yeah.
Especially
Well,
because everything's so expensive in the city. So it's horrible. Like even if I'm undercutting everybody, but I'm always full.
yeah.
So why would I fucking be mad? You know what I mean?
You know what? Elon Musk stole my idea. Okay.
A rocket to mid space.
Yeah, but yeah, that one too. He's been stealing all my ideas, David. Yes. I had this idea to build a not a Tesla but a supercharged station that is like a parking structure, but you also get to watch movies. So it's a drive it. But while you're there, you get to like charge your car. And he's building one right now, and I'm like, that was my idea.
Actually, I like that. That's actually really good. I still want to invest in portable battery packs for these cars because it's hard to get to like they're not charging stations aren't like every off ramp like gas stations are. So
Right
if you're fucking stuck, just pull over, fucking battery pack it, and there you go.
there,
I'm telling you, that's the way of the future.
and I already got your slogan. Battery packet, go whack it. What do you think? It has pizzazz. It has cliche. Cachet. It has cachet.
Yeah, I think it's illegal.
No,
If
but we
you're in
call
your car,
your car just whack it. But we call
okay,
the battery pack whack it. You know?
no, no. Actually, if you just call it wacky, that's actually kind of funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna put it. If you need a charge, whack it.
yeah. Whacking it right now.
And I'm whacking it right now.
Got these ideas, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's fine. These shows are timestamped, so if anybody
Exactly.
later like we had this idea.
We're just giving them away, guys. We're just
Yeah,
giving
we're just
these
giving it away.
ideas away. Click the
You know
donation
what I did?
button.
Yeah. We have a Venmo. Give us some money so we can create these ideas ourselves. And then you're an investor. See, you're
Exactly.
automatically an investor with the Venmo. Uh, yeah, that's fucking hilarious. I was like, at first I was like, oh, now I'm like, it's like that meme.
Yeah. The Albert difference, ladies and
Sport-
gentlemen.
Sports. That was sports, everybody.
What's that sports? Is there no more sports going on? I don't think there
Um,
is.
uh, I mean, nothing like big, right? I mean, your coach, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Bowl really takes everything, like all sports, off the table until
Yeah.
that's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Football just has that like je ne sais quoi type
Yeah.
of thing. It's it. There's other sports going on, but is it really that important? Not really. But when it comes to fucking when football's done, then it's like, oh, we have so much. There's so many other sports going on.
Not only that, they're like, we have so much free time.
Yeah. What am I gonna do with my Sundays?
I know. And my Mondays and my Thursdays. I got so used to doing my laundry on Thursdays and then just watching the Thursday night game. And then now there's a Thursday night game, and I'm like, what do I do with my laundries? Going on, or what do I watch? So That's why I've been getting back into streaming. Like, okay, during this time, I can now do all the streaming and catch up on all the shows and stuff like that. But
Yeah, there haven't been. I mean, I have all these streamings, and it's just like sometimes it's really hard to find something to watch. You know what I mean? It's like right now, do I watch a movie I've seen before? Do I try this new movie whatsoever? And sometimes it's hard because like I want to watch a movie, but my wife doesn't want to watch it because it's like it's subtitled. So I'm like, fuck. But then like I can't watch. I can't. I don't have the time to concentrate on the subtitled movie because I got all these animals with me. So shut up! I can't read.
oh, David, the life you live.
Yeah. This is why these trips. I get to watch. I get to. Oh, I want to watch this on the play. I can watch this and fucking be. I can
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, I totally get it. This Sunday is the which I really don't like that the both conference championships to decide who's going to be, in the Super Bowl are played the same day. I would kind of like a Saturday and Sunday matchup where Saturday's one conference, Sunday is the next conference. Instead of combining them all.
But here's the thing: is like if it's both on the same day, then you can concentrate. You can just put your whole day to this. You know what I mean? Like I'm done, and I may not even get to watch it anything because my stepson, his birthday just passed, so we're gonna celebrate with the kids. So we'll be I don't know if it's Saturday, tomorrow, or Sunday. So if it's Sunday, then I'm not watching any football.
It's
And I
Saturday.
just
That's what
yeah.
you say. No, it's
I
Saturday.
oh it's Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, you know what we need though? We need the third place game.
Hmm.
We need the third place game. I think that's what they need to incorporate. The Saturday, the day before, there needs to be a fucking third place game. So whoever the two losers of this one, they play, and that's some extra football.
No, David. No, no, no. Yes, but no. This is what we do. Okay. It isn't the losers of those two. It's the losers of the entire league. So they're fighting for the number one draft pick.
So the two worst teams have to play to get who gets the number one. No, see,
Because that's kind
here's
of a
the thing.
championship as well.
No, because that's where trades happen. The draft, the draft is going to be exciting because there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen trade wise. Anyway, um, I that's what I actually hate about like basketball. Like in basketball, they have the lottery. Like
Yeah.
even if you're the worst team, you still may not get the best player coming out, and that sucks. It's like the beauty of football is like, hey, you're terrible, so you have to get the best player coming out so that you can rebuild and be better. In basketball, it's like you were the worst team, you get the 12th pick. Like what the fuck?
And you're gonna stay the worst team.
Yeah, you're gonna stay the worst team. So yeah, I miss when like basketball was like every team was good. Like NBA Jam, every NBA Jam, everybody had like a good squad.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? There was diversity in these teams. Not every like you have like fucking 12 great players on one team, and it's like, oh, they're gonna win the championship. And I think that's what's taken some excitement out of basketball for me. It's like you don't all these players like, oh, I demand a trade because we're in a losing team and I want to go win, but like I'm not helping my team win here, but maybe I can. It's like, hey, you suck there.
Yeah.
Like I saw a video, like the Milwaukee Bucks just fired their coach, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
They got Doc Rivers, right?
yeah, and I think it was like Gilbert Arenas was doing like this interview, right? He's like who looks at these coaches' resumes? Like, oh, you had this team and you didn't win shit, and then you had this team and you sucked, but then you got like three Hall of Famers and you won, and then you sucked again, and then you had this team and they were good and you didn't win anything. It's like it's like all these coaches just like on a carousel, but it's like, dude, you win once and every team needs you to help their team win, but you don't win anything else. It's like, why don't you go to a fucking other why don't you try something new?
Yeah.
Try something new. Try the guy who hasn't had a chance to show you who can win.
No one's gonna go with unproven people. It's so tough. Look, even Bill Belichick. He shopped himself around. he went to Atlanta, but then Atlanta got somebody else, and that's Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I think it's more the age than anything. I think Belichick wants to come in and I want to run everything, and that's the problem is he's coming in with that mindset. Like, but look at the coach for the Texans, rookie coach,
yeah,
rookie quarterback, playoffs, fucking won their first game. NFC South AFC South champions, they win the playoff game. They have fucking rookie. You gave somebody a chance, and here you are. I mean, they have a future. All these other teams are getting old fast. You know what I mean? So that's my take.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes a stellar sports segment. Finish it off right, David Macias. We finished it off right. Brought it back. We brought it back.
Run it back. Run it back.
Exactly.
From parking structures back to sports.
Yeah. Last call. Last call for topics. Anything else you want to discuss, talk about before
Actually,
we
real quick. Getting back to the whole Spanish thing. Um, there's a term, right, for people of like Spanish people calling other people who can't speak Spanish something.
Pocho.
No, there's something else though. There's like a new term that they've been using. Like
Really?
yeah, I can't
Is
remember.
it
Fuck, I
calmate?
really wish. No, Camatel Ross. Yeah, Camatel
Calmate
Ross.
con else.
Um, still one of my favorite lines. I've told that story I don't know how many times. Uh, like the no habla people, or like there's a term, right? And I've been thinking about it more, and I really think that Latinos need to stop hating on other Latinos. Unless you vote for Trump, then like yeah, nothing. I can't touch it. But outside of that, I think our worst enemies are ourselves, and we need to stop that. I mean, if people don't speak Spanish, that doesn't make them less Latino. It just means they don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Because in the fucking, it's like saying that somebody who does speak Spanish, who's like a white guy who fucking learned Spanish, does that make him Latino? No. Then I think we need to stop hating on each other and let him actually pick each other up. Just my take.
But I believe that's more of a cultural problem because every culture has something like that, whether it's Latino, Asians, um,
Blacks, yeah,
Dominicans
that
and
whole
stuff
bit,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I get it. I get it. I'm just talking about my
Right.
peoples.
Right.
I can't
Right.
speak. I can't speak for other people.
Right. 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 Or other languages of other people you can't either. But
Other language of other people. Yeah, you know. I just like it was something that bugged me because actually heard somebody else say it about black people. I think it was Marlon Wayans because the whole Cat Williams thing.
mhm,
He started like telling all these stories and just like kind of like just putting people out there. He's like, we destroy each other way too much, and I think that's a problem that we have. I mean, we have to understand that we're from different countries. Our ancestors are from different countries. Doesn't mean we're less people. We're all in this country.
yeah.
Kind of like we should back each other up.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's how gangs start, but I don't want to go to that extreme. It's us versus them, but it's not us versus them. It's us with us. That's all I'm saying.
You're absolutely right. And I like that Marlon Wayans is doing this. I love his trajectory, from where he began to where he's at now. He's somewhat become somewhat of a elder statesman now. So I truly do enjoy that. Good topic. Good topic. So guys, if you liked what you heard, email us. Let us know what you think about David's topic and about his views, and drinkswordsby at gmail.com, or log on to log on to drinkswordsby.com. Yeah.
Oh my God. It's right here on my mic. Enter the show.
Yes. That's how log on
You
there
gotta get you
too.
gotta get one. You gotta get one that says drinks and words by just
Then
like
I got
turn it.
right.
Oh, I'm on the wrong show.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, David. Yeah, so I forgot where I was at. Log on to drinkswordsby.com, ladies and gentlemen, because there you can catch up on past shows, and you can listen to us, you can watch us, subscribe to us on any platform you wish to.
Yeah.
We also like we
Slide in them DMs. Slide in the
slide them in,
DMs.
slide them in. We have an Instagram that we post on every now and then. That's kind of my fault. I should have been posting more, but yeah,
Or slide into the Venmo. We
yeah.
have a Venmo.
Most
Drink the words.
importantly, that's the most important part. We have a Venmo, guys. I just got our quarterly statement from Venmo. Nothing. Thanks, guys.
We owe Venmo.
Yeah,
We're gonna take your account out. There's no
I
transaction.
know. Are you guys still alive?
Yeah.
Well, it gives the Netflix prompt. Are you still watching? Or whatever it's called.
If you prefer Zelle, slide in the DMs. We'll give you the number to send it to Zelle.
Yeah, yeah. We could be doing more of these guys, but we're not seeing the money, so we do
Yeah.
them when we can.
We
Most
yeah.
importantly,
We have other jobs that pay. If this would pay, hey. All right. Staying home more.
yeah. So log on to drinkswordsby.com
Yeah.
and
I don't want to have to start an OnlyFans.
yeah, we know there will be no fans. Like
So,
subscribe. People are like, you should do the Patreon for your show. And I'm like, we can't even get free money. Like, how can we get how we get people to pay for this shit?
we gotta start our merch. That's what we need
Right?
to do. Start our merch.
Merch. Well, I mean, it would our merch would have to be what, like bottle openers,
Shot
shot
glasses.
glasses, flasks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I could think about for good merch. Shirts, obviously, got
Yeah.
to gotta have a shirt. Um, but that costs money. We don't even have seed money. We don't even.
This show's going down real fast.
Yeah,
So bitter is bitter. We
yeah.
have no money. No. But yeah, it's all in just we're just fucking with you guys. We appreciate
No,
everybody
we're
who
not.
listens,
Give us
everybody who
money.
watches. I'm trying to turn it around.
I know. I know. I know. Yeah. So yeah, do all that stuff, guys, and we appreciate you. We really appreciate you.
We
For
do.
listening and
We have fun, and when you guys actually chime in and then pretend you want to be on the show, we
yeah.
get really excited.
Do you want to be a guest and stand us up? Go ahead. Email
You
us.
want to be the first.
Yeah, you definitely won't be the last. So go ahead and do all that stuff. Log on to drinkswordsby.com, get a hold of us, and we'll see. We will see. We're This is the final show until the next show, and that's going to be after the Super Bowl.
At the
And
Super Bowl.
then yeah, but this is the final of the what season? I think this is our fifth season. But this is the season finale of the fifth. When we come back, it's gonna be the sixth season. Holy guacamole! Holy cow, dude!
Didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't. You know what's crazy is I just did. So like when you guys like go to the website, there's a page for each show. And so what I do is I have to build a page, but instead of building a new one every time, what I do is I build out all the seasons, all the shows when I can, and I just built up into 201 episodes just in case. Just in
Oh, I was like, wait, I was like, we didn't get that video, but
No,
what's
no,
it
no. We're
like?
like I don't know. We're at like 160 something. We might be at 170. I don't
160,
know.
might be 170. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but I just built out like 30 more shows, 30 more pages. So we might even get to 200 by the end of the year. We'll see. We'll see. That'd be pretty epic. for
Yeah.
season 6. So yeah, so keep on tuning in, and we'll keep on doing this when we can. And we really appreciate you. All right, David, it's now time for the final cheers.
Oh, cheers.
You have chosen to today.
Final cheers. Uh, Very quickly before the final cheers, one more shout out to Driscoll Kid. You know, you have friends in us, so you need to reach out. But take your time, and also the family. Now, final cheers. Final cheers to all the people who spent so much money during football season for their team to lose. All you people who bought jerseys and went to the games and spent money at the bars. Cheers to you, and doing it all over again come August, because September, because you're gonna do it. It's what we're in for. So cheers to the masochism that is football.
Cheers. And my cheers is going to go out to ketchup, because people like whenever you get fries and you ask for ketchup, they don't give you like one or two. They like drown your bag in ketchup. So, that's good. That's great. You don't even need, I'm pretty sure you have a drawer filled with extra ketchup packets. But that's
Every other
how
saucer.
exactly. And that's how good ketchup is they're like, we're just gonna overwhelm you with tons of ketchup packets. So my shout out to ketchup. All right, guys. Yeah. That's it. That's gonna wrap it up for this edition of Drinks to Words by the final 5th season. Can you believe it, ladies and
Woo!
gentlemen? David, kick him out.
Um, Thank you all for coming by. Thank you all for listening. See you season 6. Go home. Bye.
You're out of here later.